Yesterday, we brought you the story of Memo Salinas and his journey to becoming the first Hispanic yell leader at Texas A&M. But what exactly does his position entail, and what have the past couple of years been like for the young Laredoan? We got the chance to see what it means firsthand. It's a chilly night in late November as Salinas takes a microphone in front of thousands of fans for the final midnight yell where he is in charge. There are well over 20,000 people in the stands, chanting along with him and hanging on his every word. And while some might not understand the traditions in Aggieland, that doesn't stop them one bit from carrying on.
It's one of college football's greatest traditions. But, and yeah, there's goofy stories and goofy hand motions and goofy uniforms, and it's weird, and you're like, what is going on? I don't understand it. But at the heart of it, it's most college students are either asleep, studying, at a bar, on a date, whatever it is. They all come together and they're like, no, we're going to partake in this. We're going to keep the spirit and the tradition of Texas A&M alive because we know it's what makes us us.
This is just the beginning of what is going to be a whirlwind of a 24 hours that he lives out every home game. The next day will bring an 11 a.m. kickoff where his duties start long before that, directing kids in a yell practice, then leading the team through campus. Then finally it's game time where he gets to lead the stadium through their chants and cheers. On most days that means more than 100,000 people all raining their voices down onto him.
I'll be yelling and I cannot hear my own voice. I mean, it's insane. A&M's known for having a very passionate fan base, but it's insane. When you're on the field looking up and hearing that, oh my, it's insane.
To Salinas and the rest of the Aggies, it's about more than just the game, though.
Where will you be able to find commitment in 40,000 people to stand in the Texas heat for 3 hours, yelling their tail off, may not be feeling too hot, and they still do it? I mean, it goes back to Aggies just being a part of something bigger than themselves. It's always about, the Aggie next to you or the Aggie on the field. That's what makes this place so cool.
As the school's cheerleaders, he knows it's different and not for everyone. The yell leaders have seen disparaging tweets thrown their way or signs mocking their traditions at games. But Salinas takes it in stride with the maturity not usually seen in a college-age student.
You're in charge of your own feelings. They can't hurt you if you don't let them hurt you. So why take it personal? I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm happy. And they got the time of day to tweet about me or make a sign. I think I'm winning over here when I don't have time to do that. So
that mindset is probably helped by some of the perks that extend past Kyle Field as well.
Being offered a ride home on a plane to go home and visit Laredo. I mean, things like that. I mean, the opportunities and the doors that have opened because of being a yell leader are through the roof. I mean, getting invited to sit in suites at baseball games and just meeting awesome people who have done insane things. Having dinner with an astronaut. I'm like, it's unheard of.
It's not all fun and games, though. As with anything in life, there are trade-offs.
Christmas break is short. I've missed friends' weddings, birthdays, ring dunks. I don't get to go out much. I don't get to do a lot of other things that a lot of people don't do. At the same time, I get to do a lot of things that other people can't do. But there's a lot of things that are sacrificed and given up that I feel like a lot of people don't even think about.
Through it all, the ups and downs, the good and bad, this has been a ride that Salinas wouldn't give up for the world and has given him a very unique perspective.
You're representing so many more people than just yourself. And yeah, that's scary in one hand, as a 19-year-old college dude. It's a lot to handle. But at the same time, what an opportunity, what a blessing, what a responsibility. What a privilege it is to get to represent, my family and all these people from Laredo.
It's back to that final game, and the clock is about to tick down to all zeros as Salinas clutches some of the Kyle Field turf, knowing he'll be back, but it'll never be the same.
I think the moments are always when I after midnight yell and my whole family's there and, all my friends are waiting for me and it's just me and the 20 people that mean the most to me. That's always the coolest. I was sitting there, standing there, and I was like, I'm just so appreciative that my dream has come true. I mean, that I've gotten to do what I've dreamed of doing my whole life. I'm standing on Kyle Field. It's insane, And like I said, I don't even think it's hit home or it's hit the way that it will hit one day. Well, football season is over at Texas A&M.
The yell leader duties are not. They are pressed into action to home basketball games and more university events. Next up for Salinas personally, he says he hopefully will graduate in the spring, then working for Texas A&M next year as he pursues those career opportunities.